Today I'm going to review the Space Barons. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and the Quest to Colonize the Cosmos by Christian Davenport. So this book has a kind of a weird backstory. When I was looking at books before the Christmas break, I saw this book and it looked interesting and I bought it. And then right afterwards I discovered that there was another book with almost the same title, almost an identical title, that was released the same exact day. The other book that came out was, it's so similar, it's weird. It's called Rocket Billionaires, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and the New Space Race by Tim Fernholz. So I don't know what the story is there, but I'm guessing that these two guys figured out that they're both writing a book on the exact same topic. And then I think they both rushed to finish the books, and I think they sent them out without really completing the premise of the book. So I didn't read the other book, but this book is quite short. It's 275 pages. The audio book was like 5 hours. It was really short. I think the other book is very similar. I think it's like 300 pages or so. So very similar, though I can't say anything more about that. But this book, it was pretty disappointing for me. And the reason why is that there's really three main storylines or people that the book follows. It follows Elon Musk, obviously, Jeff Bezos, obviously, they're both in the title. And then it's like Richard Branson and the Virgin Galactic and the Spaceship One and that whole storyline. Now, what confuses me is that if you bought this book, you're interested enough in the topic to buy a book and read it. So this probably isn't the first time you've read on this topic, or this probably isn't your first exposure to the topic. And so it's weird that Elon Musk and Richard Branson, they're some of the biggest media savvy, huge personalities that there are. And everything that they do gets so much media coverage. So you would expect that if someone's going to write a book about those two people, you would put in more information than what someone would learn just from watching YouTube videos or reading the news stories as they came out. And yet when it comes to Elon Musk and the Richard Branson stuff, this book has less than what I remember. As far as the Richard Branson stuff, I read another book called The Rocketeers, or maybe it's The Privateers. No, I think it's The Rocketeers. Years ago about Spaceship One and that whole thing. And then SpaceX. Everyone saw those launches on YouTube. They were streamed live. They were giant stories. And the author just kind of gives you doesn't even give you a play-by-play. It's just he gives you an overview of what happened. And I remember so many more launches than are in this book. So it was really kind of demoralizing to hit a topic that you're interested in and then realize that the book doesn't even cover what a casual observer would have learned. So that kind of sucked. The only redeeming quality I thought of the book was the Jeff Bezos stuff. So the author, I think he works for the Washington Post, which Jeff Bezos owns. So he's able to get himself an interview with Bezos. And some of that stuff was interesting because no one really knows, or not many people knew what the backstory was with Blue Origin and Jeff Bezos and getting into rockets. So this book fills that out a little bit, but if I break down what's in the book, it's probably 20% Richard Branson, trash. You already know all that stuff if you're interested in the topic. Elon Musk, that's probably 40%, which you would already know, probably a lot more than what's actually in the book if you're interested in the topic. So that leaves 40% of the book, which is new. But even that, you probably knew half of it. So it's really, you're talking about 20% of a very short book, which holds information that might be new or interesting to you. That's just not enough to write a book. And the more I think about the two books coming out at the same time, the more I think that this author just rushed to finish the book and just spit it out as quickly as possible. Because it really seems like there needs to be a lot more detail to really tell a story that's different than what a casual observer would already know. So I can't recommend this book to really anyone because Either you're interested in the topic and then you know pretty much everything that's happened in the book because you are interested in the topic, so you've probably seen other stuff on the topic, or you're not interested in the topic, and then why the hell would you read a book on this topic? Like, it doesn't make sense. This book is only for people that are completely ignorant and also sufficiently interested to buy a book on the topic. Like, I don't know, I don't really see an audience for this book, so I'm not going to recommend it. I mean, it's probably the most forgettable book I read of 2018. And that's saying a lot since I read it like 3 days before the end of the year, so maybe the other book's better. I'll link that one in the description, so maybe you could check that one out. Who knows if that one's good. I'm not going to read it, though, because I have a feeling that it's probably very similar to this book. So, like, subscribe, have some more reviews coming out, and I hope you enjoyed this video.